Hey there. Hey, let's get ready. Let's do this one more time. Cowboys' final preseason game, and then we get it on for real. 13 days from today? I think I've got the math right. Maybe I don't. Who could ever know? We, of course, do have a little bit of drama, but we're also worried about the football. Who are we looking forward to seeing? Who's not going to play? All the things. Clarence Hill's at the stadium. Let's do this. Meow. It's the DLLS Cowboys pregame show, and this bad boy is brought to you by our friends at Game Time. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets. Download that Game Time app, create an account, use the code DLLS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Download the Game Time app today. Last-minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. Pop on that Game Time app right this second and run up to the stadium. The stadium. You know what I'm saying? Get up in that stadium and get your $20 off. How about that? So we've got Cowboys and we've got Falcons this evening here in about a half hour that we're going to get going. Thank you to everybody who's already in the chat, who's hit the like button, who is subscribed. And we're going to party. We're going to have ourselves a time. I'd like to say hello, good evening. And I'd like to tell you that my name is Jeff Kavanaugh. And I am seated next to
I'll get the hang of it.
Oh, no. We don't worry about this. It's a pregame. You know, we're just knocking out a half hour of Cowboys chat, but mostly with the chat. And I'm seated next to the newest member of our DLLS Cowboys crew, Ali Jawad, and we are here to party pregame with you. See if you have a button over there for Ali. Do you have any idea?
We got one?
Yeah. Here's Ali, Cowboy time. Here we
Prince
go
Ali.
now. All right, yeah, we're getting ready to do this. Clarence Hill will be here to set the scene, talk to you about who's playing, who's not, what we're looking for, and surely to mention at least that Micah or Jerry Jones is currently on a podcast tour. He's on a podcast tour to attempt to. This is going to be so recky-specky. He is on a podcast tour to attempt to get Micah Parsons to fire his agent so that he can sign him to the contract that he wants.
Michael Aaron first, Stephen A.
Yeah,
early this morning.
Yeah,
who's next? Let us know who's next. Who do you guys think should be next?
I'm looking forward to at a break in the first quarter, the promo for, and Jerry will be on with Pat McAfee this week.
That'll be wild.
I'm waiting for it. It's going to be great. Ali, we got a bunch of dudes that aren't going to play tonight. We do have some dudes that are going to play tonight. You were really trumpeting Joe Milton and his ability to take Dak Prescott's job tonight, and I thought that was admirable in the pre-show.
Ooh, I don't know about that. When did I say that? Hold on. Hey, look, I'm supporting the guy. I mean, I want to see him be successful, but
he did. He had a great throw. Was that yesterday? He had a good one.
Look, he gets about one good throw every practice.
Uh-huh.
We got to give it to him.
And when you create the proper echo chamber for yourself on social, you can make it so that's all you see. You don't have to see anything negative.
Yeah.
You just curate it the way that you want to, and you're ready to rock. Somebody said, where did Jeff's YouTube video go? I was experimenting with new software earlier today, and I don't think it even showed up on the internet. It was very confusing, so I just deleted it. Don't worry about that. Never worry about that. We're going to check in with our buddy Clarence Hill. He is out at AT&T Stadium getting ready to bring you all the things that you need to know as we get ready for the Dallas Cowboys and the Atlanta Falcons, if he's there. And I do believe, is he there?
We got him.
Maybe I should just throw him on. He's still setting his camera up.
Oh, Clarence.
Come on,
Should I
Clarence.
just throw him on while he's setting
Yeah,
his
throw him
camera
on.
up?
Throw him on. Just
There
throw him on.
Talking about him here.
There he is.
Oh, God. Oh,
God
There
damn
he
it.
is.
I was just here.
maybe just hold it.
You froze
How you
on
doing?
me.
How you doing, Chill? It's good to see you, buddy.
I'm here.
There we go. We got you, Clarence.
How are you? How's the stadium? How's everybody? Is Jerry doing any more podcasts while you're out there, or what are we up to? What in the crap?
Oh, he's calling back in. 1 sec.
We'll see you in a sec, bud.
1 second. Okay, wait.
I'm here.
There we go.
I'm here. I'm here.
Clarence, what are you most looking forward to this evening, bud?
Man, I'm down in the media room. I was trying to bird dog Jerry and bird dog Micah. I saw Trayvon Diggs coming in, and Diggs told me that most likely week 2 or 3, no later than week 4. But he's feeling good, and I was trying to catch Micah. Talked to Steven. He said he's going to try to come on our show next week. I'm working for you, Jeff. Okay,
Okay.
trying to get him on our show next week.
All
But I
right.
was trying to bird dog Jerry without Tad seeing me, down here, whether he come off the field. Uh, but then the show came on, so I don't know if it's coming on. But yeah, it's interesting that no Tyler Booker. You
Pretty
talk about
interesting.
the importance of preseason games. No Tyler Booker, no Miles Sanders. So no Javonte Williams. Uh, Guys like that are not playing. Um, Sanborn is not playing. Clearly, K9 is not playing, and guys like that. Uh, Number one, the third receiver, Jalen Tolbert is not playing. So those guys are locks for the roster, right?
Nice.
Yeah. Clarence, is this the night Joe Milton finally puts it all together?
Let's go. Big Joe night.
I've been here a long time. I've seen a lot of guys put it all together. And Will Greer had a great final preseason game a couple of years ago. Still got cut. Okay. We've seen Joe Milton in minicamp.
Up.
Well, I'm going to fight you, Clarence.
Man.
Somebody called him.
There we
Somebody
go.
called you, didn't they, Clarence? Somebody called you, didn't they?
Nope.
Did somebody call you?
Does he got us?
He don't even got us.
No.
No, he got nothing. No, Clarence, you got to hang up, call back. Hang it up, call it back. This is maybe my favorite thing. The Matt says, Steven coming on next week. Jeff, you better be hard on him or I'll never let you live it down. No, my issue is I would be shocked if he would wanted to come on the show.
Can we just get like a compilation of like Clarence Hill at the stadium, like going in and out? Like,
Yes, I think that we can. I think that we can. I would have thought that Steven would be like, I don't want to talk to that guy who's really mean to us.
Stop. There we go.
Hey, Chill, did somebody call you? What went wrong?
Yeah, somebody called me, and I got to put it on silent, right? But somebody called me
Jerry
and
calling
just
you?
kept calling. No, I wish it was, but we've seen Joe Milton. I mean, can one preseason game really change the report card? I mean, we've seen a whole semester of work. You can't ace the final exam that's really a open book test when you're playing against backups and say that you've made progress. We've seen the work is in, the work is done. I mean, it's good for his confidence, but to sit up here and say he's going to prove to people that he can win games if Dak Prescott gets hurt by having a improved performance today, I mean, I don't think you can do that.
It would definitely be useful for him to play his best preseason football, just because I would be shocked if they were going to look anywhere else to find their backup quarterback for this season. And if he's a rookie going, or not a rookie, he's on a rookie contract going into his second year. In theory, that progress you see is of a guy who can be here for 3 years. So it would be nice to see if they had a game and Dak accidentally overslept and missed the bus. Do you think they would put Milton in, or are we still thinking that maybe Will Greer? Like, are they going to hold 3 on the 53? Are all 3 of them going to make it?
And that's the problem, is because, if you have Cooper Rush here, you possibly could put Joe Milton or somebody on the practice squad. You don't have to use a roster spot.
Yep.
Somebody called Clarence.
Yep.
So I'm going to tell this to Clarence, and hopefully he goes back and watches the pregame over again.
Yeah, anyway, you don't have to use a
Oh.
you won't have to use a value. People keep calling me. It's before the game. They don't know I'm working, right? But you wouldn't have to use a valuable roster spot for a quarterback that you don't really believe in. I mean, I don't think we believe in either one of them that win games without Dak Prescott. That's not really how you want to go into the season. But as of now, don't you have to keep 3 on the roster?
I guess.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, what other options? I mean, unless
Well,
another notable guy
theoretically,
gets cut from the other.
well,
From another team
theoretically,
that
you
you can
could
pick up.
you probably could slip. Greer could make the practice squad. I don't think anybody's gonna pick him up and say we're gonna put him on the roster, right? You can cut Greer and bring him back to the practice squad, and if game day week happens and you don't have Dak, you can bring him up to the roster and start him. You can start him from the practice squad.
Clarence, shifting to the backfield now. We see Jaydon Blue. He's going to make his debut tonight. We got
Okay.
Phil Maffa as well. I mean, can we expect for these guys to get a full workload tonight? Like if you're Brian Schottenheimer, knowing this is Jaydon Blue's debut, like I'm not looking for this guy to get 5 or 6 carries. I'm really looking to get him somewhere 10 plus carries because you got to get him up to speed. I mean, would you agree?
Well, it's not about carries, it's about touches, okay? And so you want him to give the ball out of the backfield as a pass receiver. I mean, because that's what he's going to get during the regular season if he's on the roster. And again, he hasn't practiced that much. You're not going to overload him. You know, the focus right now for guys like him who has already made the team is keeping him healthy and, and ready to go for the Eagles game. September 4th is the goal. And so, yeah, I mean, 10, 12 carries, 10 to 12 touches, just get him the ball, let him get lathered up, as they say, get a good sweat. Yeah, lather it up. You want to get him lathered up. Little sweat going and see how it performs. But, he's on the team. Just like, I think Maffa should have a good shot to make the team. Well, it's interesting that Sanders is not playing because probably you want to see Maffa and get a good load from him and guys like Blue. But I think Sanders is still a guy that's on the bubble.
So do you think I'm reading the tea leaves wrong in that as soon as you said that Miles Sanders isn't playing, I'm like, oh, wow, so Miles Sanders just made the team and Phil Maffa didn't.
Really, and considering Sanders didn't really have a good preseason game at all, week 2.
No.
On the team.
But is that a misreading of tea leaves, you think?
I mean, I don't know what it's hard to read anything, with this team because he hasn't really practiced much. He's been hurt. He's only played in one preseason game, and he didn't have a good game last week. But he does have the experience. I just think that, Williams and Sanders are the same guy, right? Javonte Williams. I mean, whatever Sanders gets you, Javonte Williams will give you. And Javonte was the starter. I'd rather have a guy like Blue on my roster. But again, here's another guy that can make the practice squad, and you can bring him up. But yeah, I don't think it's. I think that you're not wrong-headed and you're thinking that there probably indicates that he's on his team, but nothing would shock me here.
Clarence, we appreciate you. Have a wonderful day, and we will hear from you in the post-game show. Enjoy trying to get a hold of Jerry without I'm tearing you up.
Yeah, he just walked into the meeting room and what are you doing down here? All right, guys.
Tad did. All right, see you, Clarence.
See you, Clarence.
It is the greatest. I don't even know if they're frenemies. They might be enemies.
Yeah, probably.
Clarence Hill versus the Cowboys head PR guy is the greatest.
It's must-see TV.
It is the greatest battle you had no idea that you needed to know about. Like being out at training camp and watching those two is hysterical.
Absolutely.
Like some of it I don't even want to tell people, and I don't think I should. Like when we had Brian Schottenheimer on our show the last day that we were there. We almost didn't. We weren't supposed to. They were going to get us a player. I'll just say that. A player who's a very kind man, not a huge name. And Clarence was like, nah, man.
You got the head coach.
And so Clarence may or may not have hinted to the PR guy, like, hey, we spent the money to come out here, and I know somebody that appreciates that. It's the guy who owns this team. I might have to mention it to him.
Okay.
And 30 minutes later, he's like, hey, you guys shoddy after practice? You want shoddy?
Okay.
Like,
that's how you do it.
They go to war, and it's incredible. Okay, so we're going to come back. It is our pregame show. We're getting you ready for Cowboys and Falcons. We'll have the guys that we are watching tonight, the people who aren't playing, the people who are, the things that do matter, and the things that don't. All of that is next on the DLLS Cowboys pregame show. But first, I want to tell you about, am I doing Die Hard stuff? All right, I'm just going to hit you with some Die Hard stuff because I don't see anything in our log, okay? So I just want to tell you to sign up to be a Die Hard. AllDLLS.com, and I want you to sign up to be a Die Hard. Why? Because it's a good idea. Because you want to have access to everything that you need to know about your football team, your baseball team, your basketball team, your hockey team, and the Wings. Did you know? And the Wings. So go ahead and sign up to be a Die Hard. I also want you to come to Vegas with us. In order to do that, you have to go to TrueFanTravel.com and get signed up for that, where Clarence Hill is going to be front twerking in Vegas. That's going to happen. You want to come to Club Pop Pop? You want to be in Club Pop Pop? Do you want to be in Club Pop Pop?
Get it
I'm
going.
falling down on the job right now.
Do you want to be in Club Pop Pop?
First time to charm.
It's Friday.
It is Friday.
It is Friday.
First Cowboys show.
I forgot it was a Friday. I was thinking it's a Cowboy day, so it's got to be a weekend. And so I started driving down here too late and damn near missed the show. So stuff like that happens. But, those are two things we want you to always do. We want you to like the like button while you're watching the show. We want you to make sure you're subscribed to DLLS Sports on YouTube. We want you to sign up to be a diehard at alldlls.com. And we want you to come to Vegas with us. So go to truefantravel.com, do that, and get you a Rugged Road cooler. Okay? I'm just throwing that one in there. Get you a Rugged Road cooler. Buy you a ticket right now to go to the game on the Game Time app, and that'll get you all squared away. Okay? Everybody, do the right thing. Okay? And subscribe, and to get your friends to subscribe to our channel, because we are trying to get to 30,000 before our 1-year anniversary, which is in like 4 days. Is it 4 days? 4?
4
days?
Is it?
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
5?
Tuesday. 1 year
Somewhere
anniversary.
around there.
Tuesday.
Sign up or else, which is, of course, not a threat. It is the DLLS Cowboys pregame show. We're getting ready for Cowboys and Falcons. And if you pop on over to alldlls.com, you'll see the 5 Cowboys to watch in the preseason finale against the Falcons. Now, that was written by one of the finest authors in all the land. And his name is Ali. And he's sitting right next to me. So I want you to take me through the 5 guys to watch. And did any of them get undermined from you?
Well,
Or any of them not playing because they are not playing almost anybody?
It looks like they are.
You went
all
5 for
playing.
5?
Yep.
Attaboy.
It looks like I went 5 for 5.
Attaboy.
And spoiler, Deuce Vaughn is not on this list, so I don't want to get your hopes up thinking that, knowing
What
how
did
much.
Deuce do to you?
Dude, like,
It's a big day for Deuce.
I'm over the experiment of Deuce Vaughn.
This is a big day. He's been preparing his whole life for this day, and
Really?
you're going to take it from him?
Yes, I'm sorry to say it.
I see you, Deuce.
Anyway, number 1, Asim Richards. Look, Nate Thomas, looks like they're rolling with him if Tyler Guyton is a no-go for week 1.
Yeah, Nate Thomas will not
And
be
he's not
playing this evening,
so
which
that,
tells
that
you what
lets
you need to know.
They brought in La'el Collins as well. And so I think that kind of puts a little pressure on Richards to really perform here tonight and really show the coaches that, he does belong on this 53, worst case scenario, in the practice squad. But when you have a veteran who they can lean on, and even think about it too, not that this would happen. We talked about it earlier in the week. I brought up when they moved Tyler Smith, they had to, considering he did excel at the position his rookie year.
Yep.
Before going back to guard. Not saying I would, because he is, at his best when playing guard. But I really do think that Richards has to have a big night here tonight to really impress his staff.
Yeah, that's a dude that's he's in a battle for a roster spot. I think you look at who is not playing tonight. We know they're starting 5, and if you say that Nate Thomas is the left tackle, then we can include Tyler Guyton as our 6th.
Yep.
Who I hear they think might be. Is that 3 disclaimers? I hear they think might be able to play week 1, but. So that's 6. TJ Bass is 7. Brock Hoffman is 8. Adeniji is 9.
Yep.
You're hoping they keep 10.
Right.
And that you can be number 10. So it's
Right.
a big night for every offensive lineman that I didn't just name. It's a big night for the rest of those guys. But Asim Richards is that's probably end of list.
It is.
Anybody else who plays, they ain't making a team.
Right. No, absolutely. Moving on, number 2, Jaydon Blue. We've been waiting for this guy. He's ready to make his debut. For Clarence Hookham. But look, I mentioned when I asked him earlier, the touches, the carries, he's ready to play. And he's eager to play. And he's ready to show what he can do. I'm not looking for him to get minimal carries. I'm looking for him to get a workload, because I think at some point, especially early on, you could be calling on his name to step up sooner than later. And you really want to identify sooner than later what this backfield is made of, because you have not 1 but 2 rookies in that backfield as well.
And Jaydon Blue, and we'll see if Phil Maffa, I think, is worth talking about too, because, let me do Jaydon Blue first. So Jaydon Blue, I don't think it could have been worse circumstances for him.
Right.
First you had a former Cowboys staffer from 30 years ago talking about, I heard he doesn't work hard.
He's lazy and he has no work ethic.
He's lazy.
Yeah.
And so you have that, and then you get hurt, and so you're not able to get out there. And then talking to a bunch of people around the Cowboys, Jaydon Blue is lazy is not something that anybody thought. No. But Jaydon Blue was one of the young people. Not everybody is Tyler Booker.
Right.
Where you show up and you're like, hello, I'm a professional, when you're 21, 22 years old. And Jaydon Blue had to kind of figure that out, is what it seems like. And to not have gotten basically anything for a guy who was a 5th-round pick with a backfield that has all the opportunity in the world.
Absolutely.
I think Javonte Williams will do his job, but if you are looking for somebody who can outrun anybody, make people miss, explosive plays, which I am,
yes,
I don't think you're going to get that from the guy who's starting.
Right.
Jaydon Blue might could do that. You know who else might could do that?
No, but that's also
that's your guy Deuce might could give you some.
Yeah,
he's not going to outrun anybody, but he'll outrun you for a second. He never got a fair shot.
No, look, but also that's why I'm not really big on them even keeping Miles Sanders. I get he brings the experience, and that's everything. Experience, I know, is everything, especially, with the way this backfield is shaped up. But again, I really want to see what these 2 young backs have. And I feel like if you put Sanders in that mix, you're kind of eating into the carries and touches those guys could get which could force you to see what they have later than sooner.
Yeah, and I would like to see a bunch of film off of.
Right.
And I would like to thank Brian Schottenheimer for the amount of people who aren't playing and who they are, because I had to have my 53-man roster ready by today. And if I don't get 49 of them right, there's a punishment. That's all you need to know right now.
For 1 hour.
And it's going to be painful to me. But I didn't say when on Friday I would have the roster ready. And so now that he has said who is and isn't playing, I feel like I got a little help there.
Yeah.
But I don't know what to do with Phil Maffa, because I'm with you. I think I want him on the team.
Right.
I would rather, because of the state of what they have going on in that room, I would rather, honestly, that the top two backs be Phil Maffa and Jaydon Blue. Just give me young legs.
Yes.
Like I saw Z,
Yes.
who for the last 4 years of his career, like that dude couldn't get anywhere.
No.
And by the way, congratulations to Zeke. It still was a really good run. He announced his retirement. And I hope that you end up on TV or whatever brings you the most joy, because you were super badass for 4 or 5 years. But we see what happens when the running backs start getting up there. And, I like what I've seen from Maffa. I want to see what I think I'm going to see from Jaydon Blue, which is if they can block it all. Zoom, zoom.
I really just want to see it, too. Is like, I don't want my quarterback throwing 700 attempts this season and breaking that record. But you kind of feel like that's where it's headed towards. We're going to be passing.
Might have to. Yeah, might have to.
Really don't want to see that. But
sign Micah. That could help.
Sign
Micah. Play
could
better
help.
defense. I have a fun Micah stat for you when we're done with the players to watch.
Absolutely. Go for it. Next up, Mozzie Smith. Is there a guy on this roster right now, this team, that really is facing a lot of pressure to really convince this staff that I need to be on this team? He could be a surprise cut, but he is really getting to that point where, like, we just want to give up on him. But, Jerry is not going to admit he made a mistake.
Yeah, he's not very good.
That's the guy he picked.
Yeah, he's not good at that.
2 years ago, first-round pick. He's got a vivid game, but you can't also move on from him, because that kind of slashes your depth there. And then you're really kind of forced to either make a trade, look into the market. I mean,
it's kind of a matter of how bad do you think he is?
Yeah.
Because I do think fairly consistently Mozzie's the worst defensive tackle that we see play
on our team
out there.
Yeah.
And if that's what you think,
yeah,
then you just have to forget when he was drafted and be like, look, we have to have somebody else who's better at football when we're putting guys on the field. But I do think that the holdup is first-round pick contracts are fully guaranteed. So do you want to cut Mozzie and eat $7 million this year? I guess they could, because the Cowboys aren't spending it anywhere else.
They aren't.
They got $30 million.
34, I believe.
Yeah. You could do whatever you want in the world right now, and then you just have more money next year if you ate it all this year. So I think it's possible. But to your point, that room just lacks NFL bodies anyway.
Absolutely.
So when you're going to default to who's our fourth one, be like, I guess the first-round pick, just leave him there. And that, like that, it could get ugly. It could get ugly on the defensive line.
It could. It's definitely going to be one of the more intriguing decisions that we'll see within the next few days. Number 4, Ryan Flournoy.
Let's go.
I know you guys really want Trayshawn Holden. I've seen the comments. You guys are excited for him, and I'm rooting for him too. I'm rooting for all these guys. Keep in mind, like, these guys in the next couple of days, they'll learn their fate. They got families to feed, so let's be mindful of that. It's not an easy situation for these guys, but Ryan Flournoy brings in size, athleticism, can win those contested catches, and a guy they drafted. Remember, we talked about earlier this week how Trayshawn Holden was passed over by every team. I really want to see Flournoy get his opportunity. I want to see him get opportunities here tonight, and I'm looking forward to watching him play. And, I mean, with Mingo being out, it's kind of like similar to we talk about running back how it's wide open for somebody to step in. It's open at the bottom for wide receivers, like spots 4 through or 5 and 6 potentially at this point now.
I'd like to apologize to the listening audience. I don't get got very often, but it seemed very plausible. Apparently it was Adam Scheffler that did the Zeke retirement thing. So Zeke's just a free agent.
You got caught.
Zeke's just a free agent, and he would love to play for your team. So if you're out there and you're looking for a back, just know that he's available, and maybe he is going to want to play. So you should call him.
Isn't that the same account that said Odell Beckham retired?
I don't know. Yes, probably. And the amount of times that I see people who see something like that, some people will send me screenshots of it on my phone, and I'm like, look at the handle, dude. But clearly at one point today, somebody must have retweeted that I do follow, and I've been like, oh yeah, that makes sense, and didn't think about it again. Flournoy is also my guy. I like Flournoy. I think that we get caught up a bunch in where people are drafted, and NFL teams do a lot.
Right.
Like Jonathan Mingo, what you gave up for him. Cowboys traded a 4th-round pick for him. So they're going to have a vested interest in his success.
You got to force that too.
But I honestly believe that Ryan Flournoy is better than Jonathan Mingo.
Talk to Chill again? He's back.
Oh, Chill's swinging back through?
I guess so.
Why is he? Did he see me get got and he wants to correct me? What are you doing, Clarence?
Listen, I'm working for you guys, okay? I'm out here working, busting my butt, breaking rules. So I'm trying to get Jared. He finally comes off the field. Guess who's bird dogging Jared? Micah Parsons' mom.
Oh, gosh.
What do you mean bird dogging?
She's sitting there waiting for him to sign an autograph so she can get a word in before he goes upstairs. She's bird dogging Jerry. I'm trying to bird. I'm like, I can't get a word in because Micah Parsons' mom is more important than me.
We need this mic'd
Okay?
up.
Did he take the time to talk to her?
He kept on walking. He didn't really talk much. But what I do know is, I said, Jerry, you talking to Stephen A., you talking to everybody, I need some time. He said, I'll get you after the deal. I said, what deal? After this whole deal, I got you. Whatever this whole deal is, I got. To me, that means they're going to get something done, right? After the deal, right?
That's what it sounds like. And Jerry is the sort of guy who would. Yeah, I would say it's weird because I feel like Jerry could have phrased it that way on purpose to make you think that way. But I also think that he's 82 and could have totally accidentally said that, knowing they're about to get a deal done, and then caught himself and be like, "Oh crap! Did I just tell you we're getting a deal done?" So I don't know which way that goes.
I mean, well, if there's no deal, then how's he going? Then what's there to talk about?
Well, the whole deal, the ordeal of Micah Parsons versus the Cowboys.
How you doing?
Once Micah's in uniform and playing, and we're ready to go.
When's that ordeal going to be over? In 3 years when they sign the deal after you franchise them twice? I mean, what are we talking about? But I was like, man, I said I need some time. You can't give Stephen A. time, and I don't get time.
That is messed up. And I mean, he took some serious time. Sat down in a nice little room there. He gave Michael Irvin time, and he didn't give you time.
Yeah.
Was that at the Star with Stephen A.? Is that where that was?
It had to be, yes, because the way they were, where they met him, because they kind of met him all together.
He lets Stephen A. Smith in his office, but not Clarence Hill.
The great Clarence Hill.
Hey.
Ain't that a thank you for your intrepid reporting on Mrs. Parsons and
it was funny to me because I'm sitting there waiting, and I see the 11 jersey, and I'm like, oh, she's waiting for because I saw.
Oh, he's in the depths. He's in the bowels of the stadium. We're losing signal. Let's just not worry about it. He's in the bowels of the stadium. But that's a man that's working for you. Milan Walker's looking for a prize picks, combination of picks. And hold on, let me see if I can get prize picks pulled up. Do you have one more on your list, or have you already done it? Okay, I'm gonna find some prize picks for the people.
At some point, I was trying to mention him this week, but these guys were giving me a hard time. But yes, I'm gonna put Joe Milton out there.
Oh, you're not allowed. Oh, Jesse's not here. You're safe.
Oh, I'm safe. Okay.
Yeah, Jesse's not here.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
You're fine.
Yes, I'm putting Joe Milton out there. I mean, that is the guy we've been wanting to see from the start, and now we've seen enough. But at least you want to walk out of tonight knowing, okay, can he piece together a good game and give us somewhat of a good feeling, knowing, okay, maybe. But I do agree with Clarence. Yes, one game is not going to fix it all, but keep in mind, this is the guy that we could potentially be relying on if Dak Prescott at some point is unavailable. Hopefully that's not the case. So Joe Milton, I think, still remains the most important player to watch. And I mean, we'll see how that goes.
I don't know anything about the depth chart of who they're going to play tonight is my problem here, because I'm trying to put my picks together, but you do have to pick players from two different teams. And I don't know who is or isn't anything for the Falcons. The guy they're listing as a running back is named Nathan Carter, and I have to decide if he's going to have more or less than 31.5 rushing yards.
Is Ben DiNucci on there?
I don't see any Nooch. If he was, I would say more than, because he's my friend. Is Easton Stick going to play a whole bunch for them? 136.5. We'll just go more there. Okay, so Jeff's prize picks of the evening is combining Easton Stick more than 136.5 pass yards, Brandon Aubrey more than 1.5 field goals made, and Joe Milton less than 21.5 yards rushing. I think he's going to be throwing that thing. And I need to get that put in the next 30 seconds, it looks like. And there is a promotion that I can use. I'm going to opt in for this boost. Get my boost there. Okay, so now that's all done. I don't remember if there was anything else that I wanted to say to you guys because I got caught up in doing my prize picks. And that happens. No, I don't want to play for 20, though. I want to play for 5. I'm not
preseason game.
I'm not a big baller. Yeah, I need to make sure I'm squared away for the regular season. All right, the game is getting ready to start. We're excited about it. Enjoy Jaydon Blue's debut. Hook 'em. Enjoy Phil Maffa out there. What did Clemson say? Tiger up?
Something like
Roar?
that. Anyway, real games count after today, so that's the exciting part.
This is it, baby. Remember, you have no idea what anybody's going through, so be cool to everybody. Go Cowboys. Go win all the things. Jerry signed Micah. We love you. Be easy.